going under ball screens and sort of staying in the lane on Kihei and Reese, which we just needed to make some outside shots to loosen it up. And then we made some adjustments, moved Sam a little more, tried to go inside to Jay. We did at the start of the second half, but then they started fronting. And I kind of just tried to wind our guys up at halftime saying, throw caution to the wind, but be sound, but be aggressive. You got to go make some plays. You got to go make some plays. You got to get into the paint. Kihei, shoot it. If they go under the screen, let it ride and shoot it. And he did that. And I thought he played terrific. And our defense held us in there, Jeff, in the first half. We needed it because we were struggling, and it held us, kept us attached. And then we started going, and it was just one of those games that was, really hard fought.
If I could follow up with one, I don't know if it was a significant play to you, but at the end of the first half, Jay blocked that shot.
Yes.
So you went instead of going in down 8, you went in down 6, which seems a little bit more manageable.
Well, I thought, Sam drove hard. I thought maybe he got bumped, and then Jay went and saw a huge play. I thought Jay saved, really was active blocking shots. I thought Jay's hustle play to get that offensive rebound dunk late. I thought he did a good job. Moses Wright had some hard drives, and Jay bothered him and made him, but I really thought he covered for us and, was so active rim protecting today. And we needed all that, grabbed some rebounds, he and Sam did. And, Kihei's job on Alvarado shouldn't go unnoticed either defensively. But all of the guys, I think they realized they had a slide. And you could just feel both teams were tired at the end. But, we just got enough shots to go down and plays to be made and coupled it with sound defense.
Tony, you talked about Alvarado's defensive ability going into this one and the job he did on Sam. But Sam ended up with 10 rebounds. He did a lot of other things, I thought, to help you tonight. What can you say about his game without maybe a ton of scoring?
He had to, and that was required. Same with Jay. When they did that, they screened, they moved, they got on the glass, they made the next pass. Then the second half, we moved Sam a little more. We adjusted. Again, we tried two or three things in the first half, and I could just see, I felt like this is going to be, you're going to have to make plays, and we're going to have to just attack a little more and be aggressive. And so that's the sign of a really good player when they say, okay, I might not get as many touches or shots for how they're guarding me, but I'm going to keep moving, finding things. And even Thomas coming in, his movement, he had a nice layup, but him moving just created different looks, and it was just enough plays made. So yeah, no, Sam, again, NJ, I thought they really did some things, and Trey took advantage of, some good opportunities, and he got us going to start the game.
Coach, you weren't thrilled with the defense on Saturday. Today you held Georgia Tech, I think it was 19% three-point shooting. They only had 3 offensive rebounds. I guess how pleased were you with the defensive effort tonight?
It was better. It had to be. They're such a good three-point shooting team, and they spread you out. And you had to really slide and protect. We got backdoored a couple times and had some breakdowns. But the one this one killed me early in the game. Thomas checks in the game and he's got his necklace on. And I hear one of our guys on our bench say, "Hey, Thomas, your necklace." And it's an inbounds play. And he's sitting there trying to get his necklace off. They run the play. His guy goes to the corner and hits a 3. I about it lost it because I said, forget about the necklace, go. And so we just had, I was thinking if we lose by 3 because we're trying to get our dang gold chain off, then we got some issues. But I thought that defensively it felt, and I watched the film, it felt like there was more of a fight and more second, third, fourth efforts, which is required on the defensive end.
All right, next 3 will go to Preston Willett, Jerry Ratcliffe, and Gene Wong.
Yeah, Tony, in the first matchup with Georgia Tech, Kihei didn't score until that last go-ahead shot in the lane. Right. And tonight he had, 14 points, was a key factor in the second half. How comfortable are you with just him as a veteran kind of making some of those big plays when other guys like Sam and Jay aren't getting going?
Well, he had to, and he did, and he wasn't afraid to. That's the thing, I think, where his experience, you think of the big shots, big plays he made as a first year in big settings. And then last year, I think it was almost at times too much on his plate, but he had to. And I feel like that has prepared him for these moments. And, I think he airballed one. I said, good shot, and then he kept shooting them, made them. And those of us who've watched him know he's got that heart inside, and he's kind of fearless, and we needed it. And he took care of the ball. I think I don't have a stat sheet. I think he only had 1 turnover tonight against pretty extreme pressure. So They purposely took Sam and Jay out of it, and other guys had to step up and make some plays. And then some things loosened up for those guys as the game went on, but it was required.
Tony, can you just talk about Trey's contributions and how important that was tonight?
Yeah, I thought Jerry, he got us going. He scored some early. We needed. You could just see the way they were staying attached to Sam. Like you had to get in the lane and make some plays. So he hit a couple shots, got to the lane, and just kept us when we were sort of struggling to find quality looks. And 5 turnovers in the first. I don't know. It felt like 6-7 minutes. Whether it's travels and just we kind of felt like we couldn't get a feel for just being aggressive and playing. So. I thought he was really key. And then that 3 he hit late in the corner, they went to his zone, and I think it was Sam or someone found him. I think it was Sam, and that was a big play.
Yeah, Tony, obviously any win in the ACC is difficult. To go on the road, you do it even despite 17 turnovers. How does that say about this group to be able to overcome those kind of mistakes and still pull off a win like this?
Well, stop turning the ball over. That's what it should say. It's just kind of we had to outlast them. A lot of some backdoors, gave up some easy shots because we broke down, some travels, carries, all those things. But we just stayed in there. And then all of a sudden got some great looks and great stops that were required. So you just stay attached when you're trying to find your way. And that's why I was happy. I thought our defense kept us attached.
Great. Last question for Coach from Caroline Darney.
Coach, do you think you got a little bit more emotion out of Jay, at least visibly when watching the game? It looked like there was just more, emotions that he was showing. Do you like when you get that version of Jay, and what can you do to replicate that to get that kind of aggressive nature?
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to call it.
I mean, he played well. He was blocking shots. We needed his activity. He was good. I thought we were active. He's. I got 6 more games left in the, regular season. That kind of dawned on me. But no, I just, what I like between him and Sam is it was hard. We couldn't get him as many open looks and to stay composed and impact the game in other ways. So no, he was right tonight, and I was proud of him.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Okay.